Hello there YouTube, Doshiteru Yokoso to the final in GDCT. This is going to be the winner's bracket final, not the actual final. The winner from here goes on to face the winner from the loser's bracket, and this has been a long time due. I finally got a hold of this replay, and today we've got a match between Tavington or Jackiefish, and he's playing against Gomul and that would be Jim with the big number on the edge of his name, as you can see in the title of the video. So let's go ahead and start the battle. You can see that it has been generated for them in the snow, so it's definitely going to be an interesting battle. This is the final, so these players at this stage are actually the only two who have been undefeated throughout GDCT. Now GDCT has been great, it was great, and as I said, this is probably long due, but I thought, why not? So over here we have got these are the Mori, and you can see that the Mori are being led by Jim, I believe. Yes. They are led by Jim or Gomkaila, the guy with the big name. No, they're not. What am I talking about? This is Tavington, who is Jim, and this is Jackiefish, who is Gomkaila. So let's go ahead and slow-mo. So as I said, this is the best of the best. Now, GDCT didn't have any rules, but we will. We'll be hosting one more Shogun tournament in the future, but we'll talk about that later. We've got 1, 2, and 3. That's 3 units of Bow Warrior Monks on this side. Jackiefish's army. He then has a Matchlock Eshigaru, 2 of them actually. You can see here he also has some Katana Samurai. He's got 1, 2, 3 Katana Samurai, and you can see that he's given some of them upgrades. 2 of them have 2 chevrons. Then he has over here 2 more Katana Samurai, so 5 total Katana Samurai. A Yari Samurai protecting Mori Motonari, who is his general staff for this battle. On the right, in the woods here, he has got a Yari Cav and another Yari Cav, so 2 units of Yari Cav, and he has a final contingent of cavalry here. This is a Great Guard supported by a hidden unit of Great Guard. So let's move on to the other side of the field to take a look at Tavington's army. And what I noticed about HM players in general, Tavington, Pointman, Prussian Prince, they all like to play in these stretched out formations, and they quickly flank you and get around you really well. They're an excellent clan, very competitive. So he's got 2 units of Naginata Warrior Monks supported by an Oda Yari Eshigaru at the front. You can see he is the Oda. And then he has some Katana Samurai here, and in the middle of his line he actually has 2 Nodachi Samurai, so it looks like he is trying to cut through the enemy's lines. Oda Nobunaga is behind 2 units of Yari Cav on the right there. You can see 2 more units of Great Guard. So pretty much similar Cav contingents here, except that Tavington has 2 more units of Yari Cav, so that's a total of 4. He also has a light Cav. We've got some Matchlock Eshigaru here, 2 of them, and finally an Oda Yari Eshigaru. So without further ado, let's get the battle on the way. You can see that the initial movements here are going to be a flanking force to the left by Tavington. Tavington quickly trying to control here, trying to go for the map control. He's going to send his units to the left here. And you can see an interesting response from Jackiefish, who's actually going to match that movement with the whole of his army. And you can see that Tavington is not going to just stand and watch that idly happen. He is going to try and push the flank. So you can see already from the minimap here, the forces of Jackiefish right here, and then Tavington's forces coming in from the left, forming this flanking force. So again, these flanking maneuvers are iconized basically in the HM ideology, if that even exists. I don't know if they like sit together and talk about strategies and stuff, but their playstyle definitely carries over from their Napoleon and Empire era, and it works great for them because you can see that it allows them to get that nice flanking maneuver. So this was before the patch, and this was actually before this was, I think the Iko Iki DLC was the only one that was out here. So like the only special thing at these times when this battle took place, I think, was the Hattori army. And you could get the Hattori, but none of them got it. So Mori was actually the most played faction in GDCT, no bonuses whatsoever. I think that was kind of funny. So let's take a look more here at the battle and what's actually going on. You can see that Tavington is sending his Yari Cav here on the right, some more, and already can see from the map that already the battle is not looking, position-wise, it's not looking good for Jackiefish. Jackiefish is being forced into the corner of the map slowly by his opponent Tavington, and now at this stage he just makes a stand here and stops. Now if I were him, speaking in retrospect of course, I would make a push at one of these sides, maybe even spread my units out a little bit to the right, and you can see here the first cavalry engagement. We've got 2 units of Yari Cav facing off with 1 light Cav and 2 Yari Cav. You can see that there are these bamboo sticks and some barriers in place, and you can see that what Tavington did here was he basically charged down the hill at Jackiefish's forces, but these barricades sort of made the charge not very potent. That 1 unit of light Cav on Tavington's side obviously routed, but this 1 unit of Yari Cav, who was defeated by the forces of Tavington, is actually now chasing them away. I have no idea why he'd throw them away like this, but you can see now that they're both just going to charge them down, and looks like that Yari Cav is going to be history here. There it goes, and Yari Cav removed. And you can see here, I totally missed this. This was a charge, heroic charge. Great Guard attacks Morimoto Nori, and looks like this is going to take out the general early on in the game. You can see that these Great Guard actually starting to waver now. Morimoto Nori coming out with 8 men. I totally missed that charge, but again, just shows you how powerful the HM players can be in terms of micromanaging their troops and getting that surround. Just looking at the minimap, you can see that Tavington has got a nice little surround going. He's lined up his matchlock very nicely on this flank. This is an ideal place for matchlock. They are being supported by 1 Oda Yari Yashigaru, and you can see here that they got charged by this Yari Cav, which is no more. So, what happened there in that engagement was basically 2 units of Yari Cavalry and a Great Guard launched a strike at Jackiefish's flank, and you can see now that this Great Guard is going to slam into those Yari Cav with matchlock support from Jackiefish. So Jackiefish, obviously a very skilled player, making it to the final here, not going to just sit there and take it. And you can see here a charge, Great Guard trying to chase down those Cav and trying to hit the matchlock Ashigaru, and you can see that this side, the matchlock Ashigaru is going to start to rout. Over here, we missed another charge, and it was a Great Guard charge at Oda Nobunaga by Jackiefish, but he was surprised by 2 hidden units of Yari Cav, which basically caused the that unit to rout. So again, very close maneuvering here, and you can see that the battlefield is sort of like split up now. You've got forces fighting everywhere, but the flanking force of Tavington is pretty much falling apart here. Looks like he is mismicroing these units. Looks like these Great Guard are going to run right into the Yari Ashigaru, and these Oda Yari Ashigaru are going to shred those Great Guard. Jackiefish sees it, pulls his units right out of there. So you can see that now the flanking force of Tavington and not looking so potent, but there were quite a good number of casualties on this side. Jackiefish pretty much losing all of his effective cav there. He lost that Great Guard on the right, and now he has 1 out of 4 units of his cavalry, and you can see that his general down to 8 units, while Oda Nobunaga, who was also charged, where did he go? Right there, he was charged, and he actually lost 5 men in that engagement. So let's take a look at the rest of the forces here. These Nodachi Samurai paired with Katana Samurai and some Naginata Warrior Monks, they are going to be able to use Warcry. You can see that Jackiefish's army lacks any sort of Naginata Warrior Monk support, so that Warcry is probably going to give the infantry fight to Tavington here. I could be wrong though. You can see that the matchlock Ashigaru that did rout did come back, so now his flanking force of 1 Oda Yari Ashigaru and 2 Oda matchlock Ashigaru are now back in action. And you can see that Jackiefish now taking place within, or trying to reinforce his troops within these trees. 1 unit of Yari Cav now coming in here to the woods to hide in the back. I think Jackiefish probably sees this, but maybe in the midst of battle he will not. So again, not giving him any time to relax. You can see that some of the troops of Jackiefish are actually a little tired here. You can see these. Excuse me, these are fresh, but then he has this Katana Samurai that is tired. So Tavington now lining up his troops here on the left, getting ready to start fighting with these forces, and Jackiefish is now going to send his bow warrior monks, who have more range obviously than the matchlok Ashigaru, and I think he's going to start trying to skirmish with them. And you can see here that these guys are basically helpless, and looks like this is going to trigger a fight. Look at this charge coming in from the back. Jackiefish totally unaware. Oh, or is he? He is aware, turns around, hits that incoming Yari cab with a great guard charge. You can see that they were going for the matchlok Ashigaru, who are actually turned around, and they take a beautiful shot, but this is going to actually have morale effect on that Yari cab. And you can see here the great guard coming in from the left flank, and they are going to smash into that matchlock unit. Tavington knows that if his matchlocks are going to be lost, so need the matchlocks of Jackiefish. So Tavington then running a charge with his great guard, and is he moving up the rest of his army? No, he's just standing there. So at this stage, you can see that what Tavington is trying to do is he is trying to injure the general, as you can see there. He hit Mori Motonari, and now the main forces of Jackiefish looking very, very brittle indeed. In comes a charge of these Odayari Ashigaru, and they're going to actually catch these bow warrior monks here. And you can see now that the trap is about to happen. Forces of Tavington moving in, and you can see that his main army, which hasn't been even engaged yet, is now just going to walk in. And at this stage, the battle is pretty much looking clear. If Jackiefish manages to pull this out with a victory, which I highly doubt, it'll be something to remember. You can see this great guard just having its fun here, moving around, hitting bows, and I think at this stage, Tavington doesn't even care about them. He's going to throw his Odayari Ashigaru here at this unit, maybe in an attempt to wear them out and slow them down. And you can see here the matchlocks now lined up at the flank of these units, and in comes a charge from the back, from the front, and from the side. And here comes the envelopment maneuver by Tavington, and this is why spreading out your lines can be very effective. The weakness is that most formations like this are easily penetratable. If you have like a bow cav or something, you can shoot up your opponent's matchlock flanking force, or you could even try to attempt to charge them because they're so separated from the rest of the line. But what this tactic does, and I'm speaking from experience, is that when you are that player who is getting surrounded by your opponent, you start to panic, and you need to have that experience as to not panic and be able to assess the situation. And you can see that Jackiefish did a decently good job here, but this flanking force is now back. You can see that he is trying to salve the situation, putting his units here in the woods, but he's not even charging that matchlock samurai. This imminent charge, Nodachi's coming in with Banzai, and you can see now the forces of Jackiefish pretty much non-existent. He only has that Katana Samurai, and it is wavering, and it's now gone. That Yari Samurai is now gone, and that Bow Warrior Monk is now gone. So Tavington moving along, taking the victory from the GDCT winners bracket. He is up to this date the only undefeated player in the tournament. Now, please keep in mind that this was done way back in the summer. I hope you guys enjoyed that commentary. As I said in the beginning, it was a long time due. Hard luck to Jackiefish. Good game to HM Tavington, and I'm looking forward to see the final match that is going to happen soon between him and the winner of the losers bracket. Take it easy, guys. Remember to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.